from Jessica, Girl Wake Up podcast. Love reading, wonderful. I wonder how many people are waiting here me to start, because today I start a little bit later, but maybe where you are watching is morning. Happy good morning, Sunday morning for you. This is my evening. So I was enjoying my Sunday, so I'm already now here. We are going forward with the Eden Paradise, Eden Garden. It's not Paradise, Eden Garden. Here, today's Purgatory card will be this Merry Christmas card. 29, Purgatory 29. We go soon there. Anyway, I made a huge effort once again to make this kind of like extensive all-star signs readings for the full moon. So I have made them. Only thing that they are now available only until today, 15th of December, and then they go to membership. So if you have not yet seen your star sign, all 12 are there. You can watch them free now, and they are all there, but then they go to membership, because of course it would be so nice if somebody would support me. So far I don't earn anything, let's say. It's a few euros and I cannot cash it yet. So it's like, that's how the YouTube works. It's like, it's not when you're a small maker, you don't get yet. You should have like so much subscribers. So please subscribe if you like my content. It always helps. I'm a small maker. Now in January I have been doing this YouTube channel already for 3 years. So it's almost like 3 years. It's a long time, but I'm far. I'm almost 1,500. Maybe during this reading even we can hit 1,500. That would be fun. But here is now your piles. I've pre-selected many cards here. And then let's introduce them. So pile number 1 is this crown chakra energy. You get the highest bow deck. Crown chakra, amethyst. And the first card is from this Oracle of Pluto, the same that I was using in the star sign readings. This is the hen, like a mother chicken. So this is here. Are you there, Jessica? I see your comment. But yes, it would be nice to have a live audience. Anybody wanting to comment, always I can use your comments as a co-creation. It's nice to have comments. Okay, pile number 2, we got heart chakra. This Finnish deck, Ukonpakka, will translate from this book, Mini Stories. It's a very alternative way to, let me show this book. We will be coming with this. It's this kind of interesting stories from the north. Oscar Gaming say, hi, welcome. And then we have pile number 2 is Tiger. It's the card you select your shadow. You can also learn to make this. So then this Oracle of Pluto, and pile number 3 is third eye chakra with Halven deck, and then you get this wolf. So this is also how you could make it with your hands. And now is Gemini full moon. I made all my Gemini full moon readings before the actual full moon happened, and it was interesting truth about this full moon that it happened so that the Mercury was retrograde just now until the full moon. So there is said to be coming some deep messages from the underworld, because underworld is of course ruled by Pluto. And then that's why Oracle of Pluto is very, very good to use now here. Like what kind of messages we can, the Mercury, the messenger of God, what kind of, Mercury is a ruling planet of Gemini, what kind of dark messages we can now see in the full moon. There is definitely here a full moon in pile number 3. But yes, so these are the piles. Let's start now. This is a first general card for everybody. I always use this book. Sometimes I read directly, but the text is very poetic. Translates from the original Italian text, so I often make like a short meaning of this chapter. So here we go, Purgatory, Canto 29. Sandro, hello. Hey, and there is also Dixit Sharma, new subscriber. Yes. Yes, and you would like to have a love reading for your partner. So how I can give, Sandro knows, I can give a free reading in the end of this reading. There is like a, let's say 2 ways. If you wanna asked this kind of question that can be answered in pile related, that you intuitively now you see, this pile is for me, and then you make your question. You say pile number 1, 2, or 3. I can include the question in that pile, yes, but it becomes everybody's expression, everybody's like experience of that reading too. So if you ask very personal, I don't know if it's suitable. It has to be a little bit generic question that to suit for everybody. But anyway, it can be taken. If you say pile, now the question go to pile 1, 2, or 3, then I take it there. Or you wait until the end and I pick one question from this all questions that come during this whole life, can last also 1 hour. Then I take one question in the end. Usually I do this because it's nice that we get all these piles first. Okay, so you are already saying pile number 2, the tiger. And then there will be a love reading for my partner. So I will the name is kind of like the Sharma. It's not the best username you have, but okay. Yes. So anyway, I can try to connect with you, but now you will get heart chakra. So as you intuitively choose, I won't pull any crystal for you. You will get the heart chakra. So it is heart matter, kind of well chosen. But let's read now. This is for everybody. So Merry Christmas 29. Would be nice to show some picture also here, what I usually show. Okay, just look this table now. The lady says, blessed are they whose sins are covered. Then she walks along the brook of Eden garden. Actually, I have to dig deeper this one card from here. Do I have it here? Yes, from the previous. The lady was in the previous chapter, this lady. Let's show this. It was still present in this reading. This lady was picking flowers, and now she said, blessed are they whose sins are covered. Then she walks along the brook of Eden garden. Then Dante sees a radiant light flash through the forest, growing brighter and brighter, and it soon followed by beautiful melody. Dante sees 7 massive candlesticks which guide people in pure white robes. The people are singing a blessing to Beatrice. And that's like the love of life of Dante, the whole reason why the Dante even went to this whole Inferno Purgatory travel to find this Beatrice from heaven. Anyway, in the train come 4 6-winged animals with beautiful feathers. Chariot is coming, and there is a grayish, how is it called? Griffon, yeah. Griffon harnessed to the front. And to the right are 3 ladies, the 3 graces, and they are dancing. And one of them is red, one of them is emerald green, and one is snow white. To the left, 4 purple clad ladies, 4 virtues, sing, led by one with 3 eyes on her brow. Like a third eye open. And this is a very weird text. Really, this is here happening in this old text. They are followed by 7 elders, garlanded with flowers. Thunder strikes and all stops front of Dante. And what happens, we know next week. Exciting. They come this kind of like a train of singing people. Very fitting. It's really kind of divine timing in my point of view. Sometimes these chapters, like I have just started to read this whole Divine Comedy book. This is not now next to me that I can grab it. It's on the bookshelf. But I'm like reading this since 10th of December last year ago. And now when I'm having this chapter, it was just Santa Lucia in very big festivity in the north. It's very much like matching this kind of description of this kind of singing, white, alba style of people. So in the north, usually we really have this big party for this kind of darkest day of the year. And here we have this kind of dark times, but a lot of light coming with the singing. And just already connecting this heart chakra would be like, I have been teacher and we've been learning in the school, like when people sing, their heart are like aligned. They start to beat in the same rhythm. So it is a beautiful thing to always like make the group like feel more aligned if they sing together. So these people also sing together is really like a heart feeling there. So yes, but we start with pile number 1. You have to be patient here, Sharma. Anyway, yes, Chandru, Merry Christmas Shadow. Yes, we are getting close. I was already having just little personal story. I was in a beautiful spa in Belgium today. That's why I do this reading late, but I was so happy swimming around there with my son and with some friends. So yes, you can already start enjoying this kind of holiday activities these times. Very nice. So I'm in a good merry mood for sure. Spa was so amazing. And this is pile number 1. So nobody said pile number 1 as a question. Yes, and so like if this is the first time you're here, you need to wait as she goes with the order. Yes, I'm not just like jumping to the next pile. No, you have to be patient, and actually it would be good that you stick around, because I mean it's kind of respectable if you are here when I read for you. But this is general reading, just to remind, this is all no, I'm gonna include this question here. So pile number 1, this will be your advice card of Shadow Hen. Really, when I was reading this to Virgo, it came really clearly to Virgo in this horoscope readings. It's really this like a chicken mother who is taking care of everybody, wanting everybody to have like a happy Christmas and time. So I don't know, I actually know what kind of shadow is gonna be because I read it already. But it is still beautiful that this kind of incubating mother who is like just like mother would be having patience to sit on top of the eggs also, that they will hatch. Like there is this kind of energy to take care. Okay, Chandru, pile 1 for me. So this mother chicken is now for you, but with a very high, indeed, spiritual. Your wife might be, I have read before for you, might be having this kind of Queen King crown chakra. Wisdom here is, of course, you have to be like a guru and not egotist. Like use this kind of spiritual wealth for the good of humanity. So you share and you care, and you are not like egoistically just always like keeping all to yourself. You can be really much like a spiritual and caring, but if you don't ever share it with anybody, I mean, this is my weekly gift for you, that I'm kind of trying to use whatever shadow reading gifts I have for the good of everybody. And later I often do the same. I use my intuition after my reading to listen it for myself. So I don't, of course, during the reading I might get this feeling like, oh my god, I want to really have that pile, but still I'm kind of already even seeing the first pictures. I kind of know which one I liked. I'm not gonna say it. it's my taste, but anyway. And sometimes you can pick more piles. That's also like if you really feel called to. Okay, but anyway, this is now next. Last card will be 42 Amanita Conduit. Interesting. We were in this forest in this Purgatory 29, and there was this kind of Santa Lucia style. Here in this one, just looking at the picture, poisonous mushrooms. That's not always very good, but maybe there is some wisdom with that too. It's more like a elf and fairies having like a merry time together. Kind of like there is really like a, kind of Christmas party going on here, very much. Like a harvest party. And the reindeer is really telling about this kind of Christmas. And whatever is this is astrological, this is herbal astrology. So we will find out also what is here, but this will be the advice. Yeah, for your wife, what's going on? You're like peeking here. She's just partying. Like last time I was seeing that she's maybe going to some paradise place. I don't know, but it's funny to peek indeed. Now we have this alchemist card, which is the red and white rose. Interestingly, this was also a bit like Kundalini rising. That's very matching this kind of Kundalini rising chakra crystal. So again, this yoga practice is heavily here coming for the awakening. Also, again, maybe you laugh like you asked last time, is your wife getting awakening? And here we have this kind of card that talks about it. But this is also, I need to read this story. But the colors are getting very similar. Here is like a red and white mushroom. Here is snake, red and white rose. Maybe it's really this Christmas color, red and white. It's the color of this pile. That's totally the Santa Lucia too. If you're not aware of this tradition, of course Santa Lucia comes from Italy, but this is in Scandinavian countries celebrated like this beautiful, like a beauty contest for having this religious context. But they have a white alba and then the red robe on their hips. So there is these two colors as well. I really connected this Purgatory card now to this. And this is like the celebratory train of Beatrice, because end of this Eden, the Beatrice does show up first time ever, finally. Time to step into the paradise. She's like taking her way to come. Anyway, here we have, okay, devil. That is interesting that we got the poisonous mushrooms and then we got this devil. So there is codependency, there is some shadow work needed here. We are going to the shadow. Maybe the shadow chicken here. And the snake again. There is a snake here. And the forest. And the forest was here with all the light. Of course, I said it's the darkest day of the whole year. And here is very dark forest. But here the light comes with fire. And Capricorn is, of course, very like a desire and sexual energy. This kind of like a, can be very work-oriented in the good way. And passion and desire. And then otherwise is codependency. And then also the willpowers, like a little bit too materialistic. But it's like Sandro say, I've only been to Cannes once for 10 days. Is it in India, this Cannes? Not Cannes, Cannes? Once for 10 days? I don't know what you mean. Anyway, this is, artist is here as a purpose card. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area of your life. Yeah, this is also, if you are artist, you might really get sidetracked by some heavy emotions or something. Like this can be a driving force, of course, a passion. But then also you can be like, artist is always feeling a lot. It's a cool thing to kind of like channel this kind of high energies or dark energies to something useful, and would be like indeed the imagination connect us to the divine. This mentality makes you like a high, this rise your energy also. Being creative is really high energy. So I'm not surprised to have this crown chakra, and this is often people are very like a high energy when they are here. Like it's beneficial when you are in this kind of like a high energy, high vibration, high frequency. You are like mastering all your life more like with grace. And then we have my card here, which is Snow White. Is the fairest of them all. Everything is beautiful, but beautiful isn't everything. Snow White, this is the Queen of Pentacle. Cannes, France. If Sandro, this is the Queen of Pentacles, so this is of course Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn card. So this is Earth sign Queen, good Queen is here. So your wife comes off like a Snow White, interestingly. And how interesting is this, that this, I really have like put this deck like this. Today before I went to spa, I was just doing this decks like this ready on the table. But how interesting, and the Snow White and the gnomes are here too. So there's some kind of this kind of feeling of the Snow White story. Often the fairy tale can be very healing. So now I can directly say to you that you should be possibly reading just this or looking this Snow White Disney movie. Really, this is like a interesting. Is there any apple here? Where the apple is here? The apple is here on the kind of crown. Also red. Red. Interesting. But here is this idea that the Snow White is really this beauty, like a natural beauty. So before I start to like get all these cards still higher meaning, yeah, I have not my son now here, so I really have time to sit in this room as long as we know what's going on here. Even this is Santro's 5 again. It's funny to have kind of like be a bit nosy and peek what's going on. Snow White stories now here. I give you an emotional landscape. Pile number 1, emotional landscape. Lovely minded, aligned with this chicken and happy hen. Even though this is like a dark chicken, yes, it's funny, like if you had a problem with your wife, she go into the dark, incubating all the darkness. like I know there is this all kind of little short videos, and I just was laughing when I saw this one was saying like a woman are always incubating. What you give to them, you get back. If you give them whatever seed as a man, you get a baby. If you give them like a house, you get a home. If you give them like a woman too, but if you give woman what you would give woman, woman always multiplied. So if you give woman like problems, they will incubate it and multiply it, you know. So that is kind of like a little message here with the shadow chicken, like maybe you have to watch out what you are giving to a woman, because the woman is giving it back to you tenfold. Trust in God with this chicken. Okay. Immortal. Wow. And then attractive true colors. So, okay, somebody's showing the true colors here. That can be a positive thing. I think there is like a Cyndi Lauper has sing this true colors. I really like this. I see your true colors shine through or something, and it's beautiful when people show, even they're angry, you know, anger is an honest emotion. At least you can give it to somebody being angry, like, okay, I see you are angry, that's totally, you are angry, you cannot lie about it. Angriness is something like somebody crossed the boundaries and they are just like the snake coming like at you, like, oh, I'm gonna burn this forest. Like the candles, if there were candles in this kind of train going on, like a Lucia, now all the candles got fire in the trees, like, yes. Anyway, this is also entertainment, and let's not get too serious about this devil here, but the devil is in here with the mushroom, so I don't know, there is maybe something toxic here because of mushrooms, then poisonous mushrooms and the devil. Before I read any of this more, I still give you room. There's so many cards always in my Sunday reading. Creation. So it come again that the artistic thing is important, what you create. And current feelings of a person. Now, Chandru, we go with this box. I had in my readings a bit like lock lady going on. So we get a lock lady moment for this pile number 1. I have so many cards. I have 2 boxes, and I have still that funny, maybe I take extra card from there, but we're gonna use all this. Okay, these are crap to take. This is coming now. Oi. I'm gonna touch this all. This is your crystal. Current feelings of your person. Now I feel like I need to take from this funny bag. One more go for this. Ta-da! Current feelings of your person. So let's see. Bigger emotions. What is the chicken incubating here? Man or woman versus chicken game here. Sacral chakra. Okay, this is very creativity too related to this chakra. I'm free agent at all times and can fully communicate my feelings about any situation I'm in. What is this? The Script Hall of Fame. Aragon, the son of Araton, and true world is gonna know your name. Be believers, be leaders, be preachers, be champion. Standing in the Hall of Fame. Interesting. Feeling that Aragon is needed. Okay, I can understand the good queen wants to have a good king. So it's like, I'm not gonna take anybody else than some kind of Aragon type. Like Aragon is really king. Has to be the king. So yeah. Aragon. Actually, this is interesting. Aragon is the spouse of the Arwen. And the Arwen is going in that forest like exactly like in this we were reading this Purgatory 29 now. It's like in Lord of the Rings there is this kind of like a train going on with the candles. They are going because they have to leave this forest because the forest is going dark, because there is like all this thing is coming up, like the Middle Earth is in danger, and so they have to leave, and they have to like leave, and they are going, and the Arwen is like sad, like, okay, my Aragon is gone. And then she's just walking there, and the orcs are coming. But yeah, so the Arwen is thinking of the Aragon. This is good news for Sandro. Like this would be, you should have to maybe watch now in the Christmas time the Lord of the Ring to get into this kind of king type. What is the king's return? How does it happen? What needs to be done? Now you are like in my reading, and Aragon also went to the dead king to ask help from the dead people. So I mean, kind of you're in the right place. Me and my shadow readings. Anybody else here? There's Arwen here. Then the huntress spirit has a wild and vast range which always remains connected to its source. From embers to a blazing fire. Interesting, this again, the blazing fire. The potent energy within the huntress continues to evolve. The core of your eternal nature, what lights you up, what stirs your soul, what truly motivates you to stand in your truth, is the inner huntress. Wow. Current feelings of your person, huntress. Question to open your heart to love, truly. Can you love someone as they are and not expect them to change for you? And then we have a turkey here. So like, here we have a chicken, now we have a turkey. What are these chicken farm feelings here? Interesting. Ah, yeah, you have a rooster there. Like, what did you put in the sign? Was it? I cannot see the screen well. Anyway, interesting. whole farm stuff. Now we go to this tree card. What is this? Again, oh my god, this pile. Like I can't believe. Like, come on, like chicken and a rooster again. Like, what is going on here? Am I a good reader? Like, I keep having cards that repeat, but there must be a clearly chicken, shadow, hen message. And this is, there has to be polarity in a relationship. Lean into feeling. This is triggering me right now. What is it trying to teach me? Feelings are messengers like crows. Crows are kind of like the Mercury. Like now Mercury was in retrograde, now it's direct. So hopeful message with the Mercury is, of course, messenger is now indirect. So no communication error anymore. Actually, from this onward, actually should be easier if you check the astrological placement at least. Okay, next. Oh my god, this stuff. Banging is not a crime. Nirvana. And then Dua Lipa, Dance the Night. When my heart breaks, when my world shakes, I don't play safe. Don't you know about me? I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Tears are diamonds on my face. And I think this card has come before to Chandru even. In the Sagittarius reading, I have a feeling there was something with your reading with this, I remember. I think it was you. There's so many readings I do, but I have a feeling. Interesting feelings of the Snow White. And red and white rose. What is it trying to tell me? Now, we are still not going to... No, we are going to read this devil card. What this is here, because it's a fairy tale. This is now... I have for every pile, I have pulled a fairy tale card, just to make it a little bit more storyline. This is from Brazilian mythology, Boitata. The devil gives into the ego, lusting for unnecessary or harmful things, unwilling to leave negative situations. It is a dragon sitting upon a pile of gold. It does not need a person setting a forest on fire for their own gain. Greed, controversy, violence, strange experiences, addiction. Okay, it's a little bit like a warning card here. These are the shadow cards, really. We are having this. I'm having this reading with the name, like, wrote it even here, like, get in touch with your deepest self. But looks like the other cards do give you quite dark meanings. We have here Rahul Vedehai. Welcome. This is pile number 1 going on. You have 3 piles to choose with intuition. We are going pile number 1 forward. Now, next thing before I read these advice cards, let's put them like here, maybe with the Pluto. We put this here and we put this here and this shadow chicken. And we have a little table free. Now we use this beautiful as a bow deck. Rahul Vertze, can you pick a card for me? There is this rule in my reading that you can say a pile where your question can be mentioned. Currently, there is one person, Sandra, who wants his love life being part of this reading. And so I think one person is enough for one reading. So pile number 1 is taken. We are busy with it. And somebody else said pile number 2, but yes, you can still take pile number 2 or 3, but of course, yes. But then after this thing, I could take one question just after all this, and it can take 1 hour before I'm ready. So you have to be patient. And hopefully you are here subscribing, because that at least you can do. Okay, now I really have to feel with the bigger stone. I have this thing that I have to feel the cards, and if I don't, I start using this one. Okay, Sandru, 222 in my clock. Okay, it's meaningful. So we are gonna look now the shadow love with this. I did that with the horoscope signs, and now we are having the shadow love here. Ui, ui, ui. Wow, Chandru. Litha, this is the sun card in the shadow. So happy god and goddess in the shadow. So it's totally the midsummer solstice moment. We are completely arriving to the opposite of it. We are arriving to the darkest of the... This is the summer solstice. So you have... I don't know when your relationship problem started, but this is in June 21st. Is this anything to do with you? That, of course, it's to do with you in the sense that this is the couple and you have a separation issue here. But the happiest card of tarot is in the shadow in this pile, and indeed the chicken is mad. Here the Empress is always pregnant. The Empress is always like let's say incubating. And now the woman is incubating a dark stuff here. It's like in the shadow. Of course, there is this hopeful thing that you know this, you should work on to get back this paradise, because this paradise is lost. Like Dante also, the Beatrice died, and then he went through Inferno and now Purgatory to go this long path, helped by Beatrice even, that there was this Virgil guiding him, this Roman ancient poet guiding him until now he's going. There was still some other point around, so it was not completely alone, still there was some other poet around. But still interesting, this is the happiest card is in the shadow. Okay, what is the positive side of this? Okay, Maiden of Fire. In this deck, this is the Knight, sexy Knight, but in this case looks like Sandro's wife is here again, showing the sexy side. The positive side is the sexiness. This is the builder Knight, the fastest Knight usually to do something, but it's a completely builder, wanna build something. It's very like passionate. Like actually the Devil card was really aligned to this, like this energy. If you have the Devil energy, you get things done, even burning the whole forest, but you get like, you have this firepower. You definitely like can be explosive indeed, but it's like, it's here. And yeah, the Snow White. It's also this good queen is here, but it's in the shadow. And the chicken. And let's see the outcome. Currently having this shadow. Okay, 5 of Swords, which is defeat situation. Here we have a palm mystery, so maybe I have to read this card especially. Yeah, here we have even in the bigger picture this whole shadow. It's like a sun. The sun is in the sun of your life is in the shadow, like almost like, yeah. Even the Snow White story, she had to like hide with the 7 dwarfs because she was not safe in the kingdom. Maybe I read in order. Let's stick in the order. Sometimes I jump too much like a Gemini. I think you appreciate to have this in order. First, let's see the shadow story. If I find, these are not in order, these cards, unfortunately. It's hard to find something. Okay, maybe it's in the beginning because it's the sun card. Be patient with me. It's not always easy to find this and they are not in the order, these cards. Here. Shadow love reading. What is happening? Litha. Summer solstice, midsummer, around June 20th. On the longest day of the year, the god in the form of Oak King is in his full power. Pagans celebrate his glory and the promise of abundance of the pregnant goddess. Although the goddess is as always important, this holiday focuses on the sun and consequently on the god. The first fruits of summer are ripening, the atmosphere is languid, but explain that people enjoy the sweetness of nature, a foreshadowing of the rich abundance to come. But here, Litha as well as Sun card are both literally simple. In both there is this sense of everything is pleasant and sweet, and now it's not. You have lost this kind of sweetness of life. And feeling of success, everything is kind of go opposite. If it's feeling success, it's not success. And say like even a strong man in his prime full of potential and plans, finds the time to pet a bunny. Because after this holiday, the days began to shorten, there is a tiniest hint of melancholy. But now, actually, after the darkness, things are getting longer. But this is totally the opposite of the whole cycle of the year, and it's now in shadow. Then this maiden, positive side of the shadow, is pile number 1. The Maiden of Fire lights a single candle. She gives a gift, the first spark of inspiration. That is again Santa Lucia. Totally like we have going all the time this Santa Lucia. This was now 13th of December. We are now in 15th. This is totally this time. It's been totally in this reading. Like this Purgatory 29, they were working with the candles. Now here. And that is the positive side of the, like able to focus maybe to the light eventually. It is able to focus what you desire, what you are passionate about. But really beautiful, positive. And then this is the outcome currently having this shadow. It is palmistry message. We have access to many keys to self-knowledge, and it is wise to make use of them. For as the ancient oracle once advised, know thyself. We can look within ourselves and seek the truth of our hearts. We can look without and seek direction from the world around us. We can also look at ourselves, for we hold information within the very palm of our hands. And remind you, I'm using my hands also to, exactly the same hand, actually this hand, to pick your cards. I really feel the cards when I pick them. I use crystals to amplify the energy. You can try it at home too. Get the 7 chakras, for example. This is all powerful. Can you find your own? I have found this randomly in Finland. How magical is this? Anyway, so hand, there is a saying, hands and hearts shall never part. What you do with the hand connects with your heart. So there is a lot of power in the hand. Even the finger has a ring. It's like all this hand-related stuff. So by learning to read our heart and headlines, we discover how we are naturally inclined to behave in relationships, most comfortable communicating and likely to approach learning. Life and fate lines reveal information that can help us best understand and care for our physical bodies and to what extent we might be controlled by external circumstances. The shape of our palm provides clues about our character. Reading your palm or having it read is not a once-in-a-lifetime event. No. It's not a once-in-a-lifetime event for several reasons. First, the lines of your hand can change over time as you change. Second, even if the lines haven't changed, the way you may perceive or utilize the information may very well change. Reassessing both the information gathered and your reactions to it will help you better understand your own strengths and weaknesses. And this 5 of air says that it's important that our own strengths should be recognized and used to the best advantage at this time. We have what we need, but we may have to remind ourselves of that. Yeah. Yes, Sandro said you can feel also the energy. It's cool because it is really, there is almost like a best kept secret is like everybody's psychic. But then it's only what I've learned is how much you can get that skill in power. Like I realized after I started just studying this to the interest to make better tarot cards, like, oh my god, these readings are like, I first noticed with my own mom, because she just had explained the stuff and the cards were showing the same. Then I was like, oh my god, they are totally, like, I know when I saw it in my own life, for example, say something and one of my reading, next day it happened to me. So it's like, it is like, or 2 weeks after, like now, okay, there's so many examples. Like I see the same thing. Of course, maybe you can pay attention even, but there are things that you can feel the energy, you can even see it beforehand. It's possible. You can even be attuned to your field, to your what is happening, even the radio, whatever, like it's a field. It shows, your field shows continuously. It's very like for some people a bit too much, but it is like that. So you can kind of notice even people's energy around you when you are like paying attention. And it's kind of interesting information. So now I've been tuning into Chandra's energy, of course, during this reading, because you took this pile. But also for pile number 1, this is applicable because this is your shadow, love, and you could learn something about it. But beautifully, this positive side of shadow is that hands are here holding the light. You should focus to the light side of this love, for sure. Like the hands can do a lot, but here they're holding the light. And here the light is in the sun, outside. But here, of course, it's outside, but it's like made light. So I've lost this kind of natural light, let's say. But it's totally like you have to bring light back because you have lost the light. It's like bringing it back. Sandro, I'm moving in that direction as I can see people live and I tell them, they get excited. Yeah, you even looking my reading, maybe you learn. It's interesting. You can, I mean, I've been studying this now 3 years, and I took the psychic masterclass and all these kind of courses or books or whatever I've been studying to understand. But it's kind of, if you're psychic, I think you're always learning. You're always like a getting more aligned to who you are, and it helps. Now we have advice cards. We have so many cards. I've been busy here 46 minutes and I still didn't even read these advice cards. So we start with this. I think I skipped this reading because I've been reading so many readings. This is just really like a spiritual awakening. It's connected to this kind of high awakening energy. So we can leave it to that. It's also very much like the snake was coming here. So rising the energy can be like looking like the snake even on this forest. Like there is like same thing is kind of happening here. This I will definitely read from this book, Amanita 42 Conduit. So what is this book? So advice pile number 1. Conduit channel, bridger of realities, connection to higher power, celebration, coming home, family, awakening. Again, awakening. This was already awakening here. Here is again. Astrologer is Neptune, Pluto, and Mercury. So those are the signs here, because I didn't look so much, but here we have the signs, Neptune, Pluto, and Mercury. Interesting, because Mercury is now direct. Very like timely now. And what could I read about this so long thing? Let's talk about this plant first. I give you the guidance. Let's focus on that. Your channel is open. Earth spirits celebrate you as you come to one of your homes. You feel one with nature and all her offspring, your extended family. You can clearly see through the veil, and your gift of profound insight is now at hand. You are here to be a bridge for the children of the earth, a conduit of safety and healing energy for the newer generations. Embody the medicine of children, laugh, sing, and play. That's showing here, like how they are celebrating. Laugh, sing, and play, spreading joy in the world, regardless of your age. If you feel disconnected, breathe. Focus on releasing old breath by emptying your lungs with long exhales. Explore by connecting to nature's cycles and co-create with your chosen family to regain a sense of belonging. And breathworks definitely would be then this thing, like interesting, this kind of magician here busy. So nice. Really really positive advice. Let's see this plant. Was there something I can take it from there? Commonly known as a fly agaric or fly amanita, this plant has been used in folk medicine since at least 6000 BCA, making it one of the earliest recorded entheogens, hallucinogenic plant medicines used for religious and shamanic purposes. So is this the Amanita? So in Central European folk traditions, fly agaric is perceived as a gateway to the world of nymphs, fairies, dwarfs, and hobgoblins. In almost every tradition, it is connected to the afterworld and to a deepening of sexuality. Okay, we had this sexuality, completely deepening sexuality here. It's like it was same line with this card all the time. The ritual use of fly agaric is connected to the shamanic rites found in Siberia and Central Asia. Among the Koryak people, the shaman would ceremonically ingest fly agaric, enter a trance-like state, and cross the gateway to the other worlds, after which other would join him by consuming his... Okay, this is getting very bad. His something, and experience the psychoaffective effects. Yes, I've heard this. It is crazy, like even, yeah, the urine can really even, like, that they use it really this kind of stuff, the shamans. So reindeer love this red cupped mushroom, and once they eat them, they behave drunkenly, twitch, make strange noises, and run aimlessly. This led to the custom of tribal peoples collecting and ingesting reindeer urine as a safer way of taking these hallucinogens. Okay, is it coming from these mushrooms then, that is very poisonous and nobody should ever take it? I don't want to advise any dangerous thing in my reading, but indeed, the urine is whatever, like it is not so dangerous as when the reindeer eats it, and then you consume the reindeer urine. Oh my god, these are bad. Amanita, yeah, is this the mushroom, the Amanita? But really, this is the poisonous mushroom. I should never ever eat this, definitely not. But here, this is said to be used in something. I won't advise this at all, but this is here. I hope this is safeguard for this reading. Everybody should be at least 16 years old to see this reading. To understand, not to do at home. But some shamanic people have done this, interestingly. Then they give the urine to drink to somebody. Oh my god, bad taste, I would say. I wouldn't try. But anyway, we have this chicken here now. Let's see. Bit wild cards. We have a chicken. Interestingly, I had put this kind of page here already at world card. Kind of dancing mood also. It's a little bit half naked, so I'm not gonna show it more. So hen, this is the shadow card. Submission. Hens are notoriously submissive animals. When a rooster approaches one, she will crouch down immediately into a squat in preparation for mating. Without attention and intervention from a farmer, hens will submit so often that their health will start to deteriorate. While submission isn't inherently bad, the absence of appropriate strong boundaries swiftly makes it so. To pull the hen card in a reading indicates there are certain power dynamics at play, and circumstances are asking you to grapple with the idea of submission, especially if the rooster card, okay, it's not pulled, but anyway, I know it was mentioned in the here. The rooster showed up, yes, and we have even this both card and goddess here. Each of us falls into submission somewhere in our lives. There are times when it is necessary, but it's likely this card is pointing to an interpersonal relationship and asking if you become too submissive, too meek to somebody else. If a certain person or relationship immediately comes to mind as you read the description of this card, you are right on the money. How are you playing small? How are you showing up a lesser version of yourself? More importantly, how can you reclaim your confidence and power? this is a call to assert yourself. Okay, I still read the future reflections of this card. An alternative way to think about this card is the idea of power play in relationships. Many couples explore their dynamics in and out of the bedroom. Which role do you usually take on in your relationships, and what could it be like to take on the opposite role just for fun? Beyond that, what does a balanced power dynamic looks for you? Maybe this is something for Chandru to start to like ponder. Anyway, this is now your reading. I think I read all the cards, so this is a pile number 1. I hope you liked it. I hope it was interesting. Let's put this here. And now we go. I don't have place for these cards. Let's put them all together. Because maybe I get some readings with this deck. I have to put them like this. Yes, and the feeling cards can come again. So I have to. Have to. Okay. So here we go. Pile number 2. I don't know if the person is still here who asked the question. Okay, welcome, Sadru. You have got a lot of readings lately, kind of. Anyway, reminding you that there is still the extensive all star signs readings available. And after this reading, I think I go and put them in my membership. So you have still a last chance to watch them, because I will want to keep even privacy to myself what I'm saying. I'm saying quite openly about my own life sometimes. I feel like it's nice privacy to keep them in the membership for people who really are interested to hear. So pile number 2, let's see if there is still a person here. This name is a bit weird. I just say Sharma, pile number 2. You were asking love reading for my partner, so I will think of you a little bit. Sharma, tiger. We have Valerian 44, acceptance as advice card. Some thunderstorm. Interesting, this is like a mouse on the table, tiger. It's like powerful and cunning. I don't know what is, but like small and big beast. Mouse can do a lot also. Be strong. But the storm is really like an air sign thing, like making me feel about like air signs, because this is like a thunders going on. And even in this Dante story, the whole like a train of people stopped in front of the Dante, and then came a thunder strike. So it is almost like the next chapter would start. Something is happening in this Eden garden. The thunder comes. We have here heart chakra. Maybe it's really like a heart beats, because I mean, like it's really like there is like I never have said heartbeats to be like a thunder, but like it can be like a feeling sometime. All this kind of matters of heart, like a little thunder. But is this this person here? If not, but anyway, I'm gonna read and this will be applied to him. I will like just read this thing. There is Venus. Interesting card. Ah, yes. Oh my God. Isn't it like there is this kind of weather condition in the planet Venus is kind of like, sometimes they say like, is there like a thunder going on? Like there's some kind of like at least like Venusian clouds. I don't know. Feeling like applied like even this person here. It's like if there is a bird of a Venus, this is like a bird from this clouds. Interesting. Tiger, Venus is born here. Okay, then we have 7 of Cups. Again, very kind of air. I mean, cup is of course water energy, but still Aladdin. This is kind of the spirit coming from this Aladdin, like interesting. Seven of Cups can be a relationship that everything is the dream state and nothing is actually happening other than in the dreams. Like it's kind of like you should take that in the reality, like dreaming about stuff. Then we have animals. Pile number 2. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. Beautiful. And then we have, of course, a tiger. Interesting, like this thing is here. It's interesting, similar energy. And then we have again animal, cats. True love, quality time together, and this is very beautiful to get when you have a heart chakra. Quality time can be the love language here, and Venus was on the mountain top. What is this banana rama? Venus on the mountain top, whatever, like this is totally Venus on the mountain top here. And interesting, there is like a dreams of this quality time. That's what's going on here. Now let's see what is this? This. Need to have space enough here. Emotional landscape with the Van Gogh paintings. Okay, this is here. We have I love you more each day. We have peace. Okay, the peace and the love is beautifully. It's even in this my stories, it all started with this kind of peaceful feelings. Drinking the divine milk. Then we have here family. Oh, beautiful. And it could be like animal family. You have like a love for some pet. So like that's so true. Heart chakra, there is this wisdom about how you can heal the heart chakra. One is like spend time with kids and animals, and here's both here. Children and animals, if you are surrounding yourself with this both, it's opening your heart chakra, so it's very good for you. Maybe you have some child is part of this dream of yours, because there's clearly some dreaming going on. If you're not having a child, wanting to have a child, this kind of angel baby or this kind of inner child is here. Anyway, it's very like a heart opening. And of course the hug comes. Oh my god, this is repeating. The hug. It's nice. Loving Venus. Then we have stay with me. Oh, Venus, stay with me. And magnetic. Okay, the Venus can be very magnetic indeed. It is usually, okay, this dropped out now. Obsessed. Okay, the streaming is obsessed. We have natural also. Where we put this? Okay, here. So obsessed dreaming. Obsessed about the quality time. Here, Venus on the mountain top. And I don't know, some people come and go. We don't care if somebody is really, this channel is made for people who are really committed to go deeper to their shadow. And indeed, the whole theme of this reading, reminding you, is get in touch with your deepest self. So I'm trying to give that to you. And deep work needs time. It's not like some kind of fast food. It's a gourmet. We are having a Venus on the table and Venus on the mountain top. And now we're gonna go to see what is your rune for this week. This is a weekly love reading. Wow. Out of all eternal love, like heart chakra, and then Venus, eternal love, beautiful. Chandru, maybe you have chosen this pile, but you have your dark chicken to handle, to incubate some better stuff. Okay. now I have to intuitively pick which of these boxes we're gonna take. Which one is gonna be? Let's have a little. This one. It's the same as the file number 1. Okay, we're already out most of them here. All kind of feelings are coming. Let's see this one. Pile number 2, current feelings of your person. Okay, this no more, one more. Okay, one from this funny one. Okay, let's take this for the Sharma. This is for the Sharma. Just to honor this, let's see immediately. Romantic. So, if it was not clear already, there is a Venus on the table and everything. So, romance is in the cards for your love life. So, having a rose would be a nice love symbol, for example. So, this is for you. Rose is a language of love. Then we have here, and my heart say boom, 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 boom. And what I already said about the thunder in the heart. So there is totally the boom, 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 boom here. Okay. Yes. Then we have here invitation. What is going on? Pennyroyal tea, nirvana. Sit and drink pennyroyal tea. Distill the life that's inside of me. Sit and drink pennyroyal tea. I'm anemic royalty. Maybe the tea and a nice rose is quality time here. Then we have here, oh wow, divine sacred union. What a cards. Divine sacred union, twin flame, soulmates, true love, anima and animus, yin and yang, marriage, the lovers, oneness, commitment. This is the vet card. Sometimes something went on the table, maybe we cannot even see it. This is a redemption song. Still, I kept it here. It's a little bit wet, so I don't know if I can really know what was, but this is a redemption song from Bob Marley. Zen. Just be, receive guidance. Speak only to reduce suffering. Silent is gold, speaking is silver. And Song for Marilyn Monroe by Elton John. Loneliness was tough, the toughest role you ever played. Hollywood created a superstar and pain was the price you paid. Even when you died, oh, the press hounded you. All the press had to say was that Marilyn was found in nude. So really this Venus is completely Aphrodite. Venus is totally Marilyn energy. So it's kind of like there is this beautiful woman, but then everything is like taken like bad or something. Like the press is just like not appreciating that she's like goddess or Venus type. I don't know, something like it's like a bad press or something about like something. Okay. Anyway, there are a lot of like a positive cards too. This was only this thing about the Marilyn. Then what we take next? I will have to read this in the end for you as advice cards. Let's put them here. You can read this card first. So we will read this. Fairy tale advice. Aladdin, Persia, Arabic folktale. The Seven of Cups shows Aladdin standing before a myriad of fantastical dreams. It is impossible for him to pursue them all, and it is important he makes his decision wisely and quickly. Daydreaming, fantasy, decisions, wishful thinking, procrastination. Yes, this can be bad that you are not able to choose which dream to go. And yet there is this saying like a Seven of Cups relationship can be really like not materializing. They are just in this kind of air, like a whole potential of something, and then you should just do it. Okay, now I think we're gonna go next to this. Anyway, beautiful eternal love is here. Shadow love reading. Before I read this advice card, I'm gonna put 2 heart chakra and everything. Shadow love. Positive side of your shadow. This one. Again 2. And then outcome currently having this shadow. Okay. Shadow is Kilpalaulanta. This is like the yogahainen who was challenging very proudly the old wizard, singing competition that ended up him getting into swamp because he was thinking he's already like a pro and he was not as powerful as this old wizard singer, like a Gandalf. So he ended up in the tough situation, had to give his sister to marry for that old guy. Like he has to kind of make it happen that his sister would marry this old wizard. So he has to kind of promise things, get in the bad spot. He had to kind of give what he got without maybe wanting it. Shadow is this, that you have to kind of like be in the mercy of others or something in this whatever love situation. And then we have Kurimus, this is 8 of Cups. Usually it's like a spiritual journey, in my cards at least. Here is kind of the storm is happening, getting you into this kind of like a spiral that is getting you into some other place. Interesting. There's like a boat, as you would sink in here. There's like overwhelming emotion you are thinking in. Here you are sinking into swamp because you cannot stand up for the other people. So you are like emotions are making you sink down. Shadow love. Emotional, yeah, you are like too much maybe feelings. It makes sinking. I don't know, the boat is not sinking, but there is this spiral is created because it's like a storm at sea. There is like a waves are clashing and then then created spiral. Like kind of like a high tide, you should not go to swim. And yes, this person is here kind of swimming. What happens is very dangerous in the swimming in the high tide. So yeah. High emotion is the shadow. Very high emotion. Venus on the table is totally the attraction card. Law of attraction. So there is something, but it's a very emotional thing here. Positive side of the shadow. Okay, so we have the Bride of the Wolf, 7 of Wands, standing your ground, but being this kind of going. I've read this card so many times. It's like going like a pioneer to somewhere like others don't dare to go, and that's why you have the best view, because you're doing something that others don't dare to do. And this is like being brave to marry a wolf. And then new chapter in your life, full card, really like having really like a open mind to have a totally new life, a new chapter in your life. Interesting. Positive side of the shadow. You are kind of sinking into this and going to another dimension, and you have a new life. Like you have to go through some kind of deep shadowy feelings, and then you go to the other side, kind of other dimension, and there you have like a new life, and then this kind of completely like a marrying a beast, or like being really like a brave, not being afraid. Then outcome of the shadow. The devil is again. Oh my god, it's already in the first pile the devil was in the cards, and now the devil is here as a result. Capricorn card is your result of the... Okay, this can be really like somebody is like also a rock star or some kind of like a attractive person. Like the devil can also be like a passionate, attractive person, is like not afraid to work hard, play hard, but it is, of course, this firepower here. Complete like a water against fire, and then we have this fire and kind of water but air element here. The full card. What is going on here? Interesting. Chandru had this first pile. It was, I don't know if you're still here, but there was this chicken. Now we have like an egg. Interesting. Tiger. Tiger is very firepower also. Let's say that there's this whole storm thing going on, even in these cards. Let's read what is this devil on this deck, because these are kind of clear cards. This is kind of like a hangman situation that make you like you have to look things from the different perspective, and only then you can go forward. And here is also like a spiritual journey. You have to go through this, and spiritual journey, hangman is also alchemist kind of spiritual journey, needing to awaken, needing to go upside down. This would be a moment to show my new card, because I did design my hangman. Let me show what is my hangman in my Shadow Sister deck. I have created it now. My hangman is this, a gingerbread man hanging upside down. So nothing is lost, everything is transformed. Michael Ende from Neverending Story. So we have here a gingerbread man who is often as well kind of saying like, you cannot catch me, try it. And then now he's kind of catched. He has to like mature there a little bit. Yes. This is here. Okay, let me show my cards from here also. Other cards I've designed. This 8 of Cups. My 8 of Cups. Where are you? Here. It's here. Spiritual journey. The cat going on the little path. All the chakras here. I feel the movement of my heart towards what I love. This is the shadow love here. And let's see, full card I have not designed. Have I designed this? Maybe not. Yes, no. Have I? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think I have designed these 2 cards. But and neither this one. So I cannot show you an example. But let's read this better, because it's kind of mysterious to see it. It will be outcome of the shadow. Going in the spiritual journey, you have kind of like a codependence to face, or possibly working life. This can be very heavy career oriented card, like you are very focused on your career. It can be like you're putting everything. Shadow love is like whatever happens here. It's also like a singing competition, even not being so successful here. Then this is like putting a lot of effort to something. Here. Devil. Outcome of your love shadow is creating new forbidden fruit, attraction, like a law of attraction kind of to anarchy, new life force, creative power and energy, senses and senses, sexuality, getting rid of old moral rules, like individuality, bravery to face the truth, and the power of choice, like freedom of choice. Yes, known in the Finnish stories is often if somebody was playing card or drinking or whatever, this devil was there always. It's bad like a sign. But what else we have here? The devil is not always the bad card, even the reputation is bad. It can mean the will to live free from the moral code. The energy of the devil is creating new and kind of like, yes, like burning, like in the first pile there was burning the forest, is also kind of like working with the fire, something is burning. Old, even the shit can be burning away, like it's indeed, it's a cleaning energy. It tells a need that you need to do something that feels good for yourself, that you would always obey other people and take guidance. That's why devil is representing also freedom to be who you really want to be. And the card is against all, like a power against you and manipulation, and is questioning the owning stuff, owning you. Can be a conflict in the relationship, and you can be like a kind of submitted to somebody, like codependency without your free will, and there might be some kind of this codependency going on. But if you use your willpower right, you will notice that you always have a free of choice to select from multiple possibilities. And it's part of the people near you that people have to respect each other's, and they each other depending what they are liking different things. So you shouldn't be moralizing other people's doing, and just focus on your own energy, how you want to live your life. But some narrow things that has already passed, like things to work and do, are not limiting you anymore, and you are daring to say your opinion directly. But this can lead you to conflict, but it's the only way to true freedom. So dare to live freely and fully as you feel to be inside. Yes. So it can be like a powerful card in this case, in this deck. But there was this also new chapter in your life, in the positive side of this shadow, so you are daring to take risks, like this is kind of risk-taking also, but also standing your ground is this usual card here. Shadow love asks you to go like deeper to yourself, like this, kind of like a Jesus on the cross kind of, but like hanging, this gingerbread man is hanging upside down. This is also in my cards here, meaning these cards. So that is here. Let's see now advice. We will see first, start with the Venus. Love attraction is always related to Venus. Interesting that there is this song, Venus on the mountain top. There's Venus on the mountain top here. This is... What is this wanting to tell you? So advice pile number 2. Pleasure, eros, and beauty With the arrival of Venus, the senses open as if for the first time. It is the planet of pleasure, of touch, of sensual delights. Venus is often depicted as romance or eroticism between people, but it can also be experienced as an all-out love affair with Mother Nature herself. Here we have even natural on the line. Aphrodite emerging from the ocean is a classic example of Venus imagery, as is Cupid with his bow. No matter how old or jaded you are, when this card appears, it's a sign that attraction is at an all-time high. The laboratory is alight with love. Yeah, we have a heart chakra on the table. No wonder this kind of cards come. I'm always like, when I pick this card before, I'm like holding this crystal on this card. So this is the energy here. And you may be in love with the work, with the materials, with another person, or with the world itself. Seeing beauty in small moments is a sign Venus is in balance. An obligatory reminder that pleasure and pain are usually found intertwined. And go deeper. Recall the last piece of art that moved you. Revisit it now. You will know when Venus has gone Avri. The senses lead us toward excessive actions not congruent with our heart. Is likely will regret in the next day. Yes, not go to excess, to just be like going with the lust. This is more like this kind of sensual love in the good side, because indeed devil can be kind of a lustful person. To get Venus, get physical, break open your paint set or pick up an old instrument. Get your hands dirty. Don't do it to achieve something, do it for the experience. Yes, indeed, experience is really like experiencing magic in the world. You have to experience it. So you experiencing even the beauty and all this kind of Venus style life. There was a rose on the table even here, like a romance. Romance is in the cards, okay? Then we have the Valerian 44 acceptance. Oh yes, I can make a little publicity now that after this reading, the next big push for me will be, like now all these extensive love readings will go in the midnight of Central European time soon to the membership where they belong. So if you want to take my membership, always helps me to support this channel because I don't earn yet. This even monetized is like few euros so far. My subscribers are not many. So doing this membership, it can really give me this support here because I've been doing this 3 years, and yes, it's kind of interesting to keep believing like this is a nice thing to do anyway, whatever I earn. But point is, like, now next thing I will do is that I will do the year predictions. This will be available. I don't put in the membership, it will be always available. Also the last year predictions I did just in the New Year Eve. But this year I do a little bit earlier. So last year I used these cards from this deck to make the predictions. I will select now intuitively which one I use. But interesting, this was, for example, some readings for the predictions for this year. This card was there for some signs, but let's go. Intuitive order, loosening up, acceptance, embrace your imperfections, persistence. Triggerability, overly ambitious, self-criticism, self-judgment. The card can be a little bit this ambitious thing too. Ancient physicians referred to this plant as Fu, this valerian, due to the pungency of its smell, referenced in text as smelly old socks, while other names of the plant, such as all heel and cut finger, are common. The Latin origin of valerian's name comes from valere, meaning to be strong and healthy. In medieval Sweden, valerian was sometimes placed in the wedding clothes of the groom to ward off the envy of the elves and protect the marriage. It was said to be used by witches to protect and unbind those who were the target of evil spells. The Nordic goddess Hertha put valerian on her riding crop, causing the stock she rode to increase in power and speed. In combination with the bridle of hops, valerian is suspected to have helped facilitate the journey between realms, the liminal space often inhabited by witches, or between waking and sleeping life. I think valerian is something you take for like a better sleep and calming down. Both Greeks and Celts use valerian to ward off evil, traditionally hanging it in bunches around windows to repel spirits and protect the home from lightning. They also use it to consecrate ritual tools, promote peace, provide purification, break hexes, and enhance stability and happiness. A growing number of clinical trials now show how various types of valerian improve sleep quality and alleviates insomnia, exhaustion, fatigue, and pain. And the valerian resembles Neptune's archetype, as the herb powerfully greatly relaxes the body and mind to experience deep states of rest, sleep, and even access to other worlds. Neptune is the planet of dreams, other realms, and subconscious mind, the psychic mind, imagination, and a fundamental connection to spirituality. Valerian assists us in abandoning the story that keeps us bound to one reality, allowing us access beyond our physical body into a greater mystical reality. So what else? I read you quite a lot, but this is the astrologer rule is Neptune. Remember, go easy on yourself and don't push yourself too hard to meet goals. Valerian remedies the internal parts of ourselves that can embody mouse energy when we are overly analytical and judgmental, in high trigger mode. The message here is to take measure. Although your foundation can be established with great order, there is a certain amount of flow needed in order to enjoy creativity and growth. Don't exhaust yourself in the details, embrace your imperfections. Kind of like it's good to relax a little bit more. There was a lot of this heavy pushing energy here. Then your shadow. Let's go the last tiger. What is this tiger? Get this beast in the last readings. Pile number 3 has wolf, but this pile shadow is a tiger. Who is still watching? Is somebody still hanging out here? It's a long reading. Carnal desires opulence. The regal tiger has inspired both awe and fear in humans across centuries. It is often admired and desired for its beautiful coat, fang-like teeth, and deadly claws. If you've ever been in the presence of the mighty tiger, it's easy to understand why. Everything about the tiger feels carnal, powerful, and full of desire. Wow, there is all this kind of power, desire stuff happening here. And there is also, what else we had here? We had these cats kissing here. Then, you too embody this Eros if you pull this card in a reading. Yeah, this is like an Eros card as well. You have the Eros and the Venus. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. I think it's very promising about this eternal love story going on. Passionate at least. There is hunger that exists within us all. What is it that fuels the beast inside? It may be a person, a place, a thing. If you feel this hunger churning, it's time to feed. Our passions can be an incredible primordial force of power that we can use to embrace deep fulfillment and pleasure. Alternatively, you may be in incredible flow of luxury and abundance. Regardless, something there is a deep, tangible pleasure calling out to you now. Initiate yourself into the mysteries. Look to the other cards around the tiger for clues. Yes, we have Venus and we have Valerian and we have Devil. We have the cats and all the dreams. I think very positive for this love life. It's just that the person has to go like alone spiritual journey also. It's not only about the couple, it's a lot about your own powers coming alight as well. Maybe I have to read this extra information here still from the shadow of tiger. What is your relationship to pleasure? Where do you feel it in your body? When was the last time you intentionally cultivated and engaged with it? Eros is a Greek word that describes the ways in which we express our physical passion and desire. It is also an asteroid in astrology that we can look to for help in unlocking this expression and fulfillment. This asteroid can be located through many different online astrology sites. Locate yours, then invite Eros energy in through anything that feels erotic and delicious. Wow. I don't know if I have checked where my Eros is. Now everybody who's looking still this reading, maybe Google, where is your Eros? I have checked where is my Psyche, and it is in Scorpio, if I don't forget. I think it was, or how you call it, Pluto, but it was like something about like that. It's kind of deep, but it is like you can check your Eros. Interesting. Very, very passionate pile. I think I end your reading here. This, I hope, answered everybody's question. And now, last but not least, we're going to pile number 3. Who has picked it? Somebody wanting to admit it openly. Third eye is interesting. And now, here we go. Pile number 3 is gonna come very soon. It's a long reading. I'm already 1 hour and 30 minutes busy. Sometimes I really like this kind of weekly reading because it can be kind of nice. You never know what's coming. We are learning all the time together from these energies. Pile number 3, you have who likes this Halloween deck. I don't think anybody said they want to be having pile number 3. Let me see. Rahul was here. There was a lot of people passing. Rahul Vede was encouraged for me. If anybody want to have still a question after this third pile, then I might pick somebody, but you have to put a clear question. Like, imagine if you could be answered from the spirit guys, about anything. Like, I have been doing really like who killed Kurt Cobain or whatever. Why wouldn't you ask it? Solve a murder. I don't know, that could be dangerous for me. But anyway, point is, why wouldn't you ask if I could actually find the answer or show you towards the answer? There is a missing person currently, whatever. Okay, anyway. Wolf. Beautiful Gemini full moon we have here. Wolf. Beautiful. Howling to the moon. Let's put it already here. Then your next card is 21, Nettle and Action. Also snake here. One of the piles had 2. And yes, I think, is it, which one is this? Is this symbol? Pluto, what is it? Anyway, we'll see. Nettle is one of the card. And then we have, wow, Void. Ether, blackness, Void. Very interesting energy going on here. Very witchy because nettle is kind of a very healing plant. Then we have as Tarot of the Divine, Page of Coins. So this is the Sami people story from the Lapland. It's kind of like related to even Finland because Finland has Sami people too. It's kind of like a girl from the north. Nice Page of Coins. We have here, you are on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. Confirmation that you are on the right path. My card is 3 of Cups. When relationship lives in the heart, true friends will never part. It's kind of what this reindeers are also like friends around. Nice. Then let's see what is the next. We have emotional landscape here. Emotional landscape of pile number 3. Okay, this. So we have here joyful, lasting love. We have here lovely minded. Hard worker and success. This is forever love. Karma. Strong card. Something is really a karma moment, kind of like a destined. First sight love. How beautiful. Somebody, you see somebody first time when you meet, like, oh, that's my person. Like, you just know that person is for you. Like a third eye. Yes, totally. Like, okay, my third eye is open and I know that you are for me. Like, kind of like a little bit like a besser. It's like, I just know my third eye is open, you know? Hot love. Okay, this is still hot. Sunshine. Who is it? Allyourfav say, can I ask a question? Not directly. This is pile number 3. First of all, you have to be subscribed for sure that I answer, and free psychic question is possible. I already took part of the reading of 1 and 2 piles. They question, but they said it before I started. So let's say after this reading, I will pick still one psychic question, even if I'm busy long. Want to do this? I'm Gemini too, so Gemini full moon is a beautiful moment to be generous for the Christmas and everything. So yes, I will pick one of yours question. Anybody now busy here? So it can be you, but the question is something that I'm looking when I pick it, like what is interesting even for the audience. We are having today a theme, reminding you, this is Purgatory 29, always following the Dante's Divine Comedy. Today it was the Canto 29, but also this reading is going into get in touch with your deepest self using the Oracle of Pluto, and we are having a shadow love reading here. So let's continue. Pile number 3. We are seeing your rune next. What is the rune for pile number 3? Oh, beautiful love is here. It's very nice. And then I have to select again which, like a lock lady boxes I would use. So, enten delicamenten hissun kissun laavuloissun elingen klot people lavot. This one. Okay, always this lock lady box has come. I started to use this in my horoscope reading, reminding you that all star sign extensive readings are still available. But when I stop this reading, I will put them in my membership. So you can still be looking those readings. And then they are in the membership, and I'm thanking everybody who take my membership, because indeed I would like to also earn something. I'm alone mother after all. So if you want to take that, it helps me to be motivated, of course, that somebody actually wanna see those videos, that I have point to make even extensive videos, because now I'm making them like extra. But I keep them available also, because I'm not having really yet big audience. It's nice that people also see. So here we go. Current feelings of your person. This, okay, quite many. And I will wanna take from here one. Okay, I see here some comments. Yes, I will read this comment. Will I get my soulmate for marriage in January 2025? So many times. So okay, I will see if I take this question. But now we continue with this third eye chakra pile. Current feelings of your person. Throat chakra. I express the beauty and love of myself in everything I do. Dr. Judith Orlov says, healing from emotional trauma requires reclaiming your space and your sense of self. It's about stepping back into your power, which can be a big deal. Questions to open you for love. Does your love help you to honor your commitment to work things through when you feel unsure or vulnerable? This or returned like this. Telepathic, soul connection, intimacy, images as messages, intense mind reading, understanding deeply feelings for another. Beautiful. Like this third eye chakra is very aligned with this kind of. Then we have here also boom, boom, boom. And my heart says boom, boom, boom. And then we have here true love. I'm still hurting from the way you were preparing to let me go. Through these tears I can see so clear, but I wish I wasn't crying. Astrid Swan, this is like a nice song of true love. And they could never tear us apart, ENX. You were there. Two worlds collided. I told you that we could fly. Oh, so pretty. ENX is beautiful song. The song is called Never Tear Us Apart. Before you respond to someone, remember that your response is also an agreement to establish an energetic connection with them, which may change your energy field and vibration frequency. Eight of Pentacles. No roses without thorns. This is reward of hard work. Yes, it's like a very somebody work hard for this relationship, then they get the roses. Like even growing a rose bush, yes, you need patience to grow anything. Okay, we have here Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe, Candle in the Wind by Elton John. Goodbye, Norma Jean. Though I never knew you at all, you had the grace to hold yourself while those around you crawled. They crumbled out of the woodwork and they... what is it? They set you on the treadmill and they made you change your name. Loneliness was tough, the toughest role you played. Yeah, it's kind of like price of fame. Norma Jean was not good as Norma Jean. She has to become a Marilyn Monroe. I feel really much about Marilyn because I'm born the same day as her. So it's like, I like my name, Silva. Same. I mean, of course, Shadow Sister, I have this name for the channel, but anyway, sometimes people have to create a new identity for the fame. They need it. Anyway, we have a love here. What we do next? We're gonna see next the shadow love before we go into... No, we have to see this, of course, this little fairy tale from the Lapland. This is for this pile. a loving energy. What is this? Page of coins, page of pentacle. Youthful energy. Nicely with Christmas time. Is this reindeers? Beavineida, Sweden, semi-deity. The page of coins welcomes the beginning of the spring and summer. A fresh start, the end of darkness. Beavineida represents hope, setting up solid foundations and mental wellness. She is grounded and anticipates the bright future, setting goals, loyalty, positivity, opportunities, manifestation. Very beautiful energy to invest to the future. There's also same. Oh no, this is cup energy. This is like pentacle energy. Anyway, he was also, you're on the right path. Something is going right. You are doing hard work even with this rose bushes. And then now we go to the shadow love. Then I have this advice in the end. And then finally I can give you a little advice. Pile number 3. Positive cards on the table, but this is shadow love. What's going on? And outcome currently. Okay, I'm not gonna take reversal. Let's open them all. Okay, a lot of pentacle energy here. So your shadow is 10 of Imps, working on a project, finishing a project. Of course, this card is often like, it's like 10 of Wands on this kind of like a one dropping from you. Like you are gathering a little bit like everything. You want to master everything. But then one escapes you and you are like, oh no, I wanted that one. And why it had to drop from me? Like I wanted that too. But of course it's finishing a project, but it can be a lot to handle. And that's a shadow of like this kind of like passionate about giving you all, but then it's too much for you to carry or something to do at once. Something like this. But this is finishing a project. So it could be the shadow love related even to work. Because next, this is also very steady knight. Knight of Pentacles, pumpkins is positive energy, is this steady knight. This is actually very slowly moving knight. Slowest is kind of like a standstill. Just being very focused about like, I want to have this. And even taking one step at a time. Really like going steadily. Positive anyway. Very nice knight. I like this knight. It's a good energy. It's kind of farmer knight. Making sure things are growing well. So if this is a bit like a rushing, the shadow, this positive side, there is anyway this ability to take your time. Okay, let's see. We could verify this too. And then we have a 2 of Pentacle here as your outcome, which is usually kind of understanding the flow. How important is it? Even this person usually dance here. Like you should not be stagnant of what you have. Almost like money has to be also in motion. Like use what you got, not that like a jongleur, you're keeping the balls up. Here, the person is dropping something. Maybe you have to have just 2 things like this. This is not jongleuring. This is not able to do it. Would be actually a bad thing in the show that one is dropping. Like this is able to balance this too. It could be also dark and light. Able to balance that kind of dark and light in your life. It's important. But this is the... It's so nice to see this full moon from here. I just look up and it's there. Gemini full moon. This is also kind of Gemini full moon in the sense that there's this duality. Anyway, this is your shadow love. What we can say about this. This person has just 1 pumpkin here. He's 2, and here is this whole mess happening. What is going on? Maybe this is really like a love reading. Is 1 love. one heart. Like this is like one secure thing in this relationship, at least one that you are like you can commit. You at least know something, what is important, what is the most important value for you, for example. To be this kind of farmer, like really like a steady night, steadiest night. Yeah, this is also the night that looks onto the last card. So it's not in the hurry also. It knows that life, the journey, is what it makes the life. It's not the outcome. Here is like rushing to the outcome. It's a shadow love kind of rushing to something. To get everything at once. And then failing because it's too much. But here going one thing at once, then yes, for one, then two. Like it's like going in order. A little bit like positive side is able to start to focus on something that really is important. And here is like handling this energies, like what is good and what is bad, like a light and dark, rather than this mass of things and not understanding what is what. But what could be this energy? It's really to work, this shadow love. There is something about somebody, it's almost like a little bit like a thieving energy even. Is it like a bit like a what is it? Somebody, it's not so positive. It's like just wanting to have all this. Almost like I don't want to criticize Chinese, but somebody is just making copy of somebody all the time, like copying something, like the same devil all over again. Mass of thing. Like if you would have in your work some value that you have a lot something, like a lot of money, a lot of fans, a lot of this and that, like everything has to be a lot. Then it's hard to manage that lot. While then you focus on like what is the most important, then the balancing factor, like there's always good and bad, or like what you need to see clear. This is very related to third eye chakra, this kind of 2-number duality. Close the 2 duality eyes and you open the third eye. What is it? Okay, let's start to see. The void is here, of course. You're on the right path. Maybe let's put these cards a little bit in context here. Love. Baby Naida with these 2 reindeers. Page of Coins is before the Knight of Coins. It's like a couple energy, kind of. And then we have the friendships here. All this hard work. It's very hard working, this Knight too. Never tear us apart. Here, this dark and light has to be always there. You have to accept both sides. Yeah. Does your love help you to honor your commitment, to work things through when you feel unsure or vulnerable? This Knight doesn't give up, doesn't look until the end. So you have to be like open for love, and this is like at least like willing to do the work. Okay. Then hard worker and success, yes. This is forever love. Yeah, this Knight doesn't give up. This person is lovely minded, joyful, lasting love coming from here also. Karma is this indeed. Light and dark, everybody has their karma. It's only how you deal with it shows your karma. Like people can react differently. It depends about their karma, how they react. If they have learned, the reaction shows a lot also. How far you are. First sight love, here karma. And hot love. I don't know. We are having this here now. Let's have first card to get further is the void. This is shadow love reading, so it's good to see the darkness indeed. What's going on here? Void. Void is often like so scary. Unknown is scary, but can be very needed to create something beautiful. Void, void, void. What is the number? $42. I'm already 2 hours busy. Oh my god. These readings are going long. Wonder is anybody sticking around? But here we are. Busy. Void. Pile number 3. Liminal. Darkness. Destiny. The void is a mystical riddle in and of itself. It cannot be understood by means of alchemy, chemistry, science, or spirituality. It astounds the most adept seeker and humbles the philosopher. From the depths of nothingness, all feelings and possibilities are birthed. Behind curtain of our material world, the power of eternal spaciousness is at work. This is like the material world, really. This card may appear at a time when something has been released, a relationship, a possession, a title are released. Really this thing here. Something has been released. A relationship, a possession, a title. But the void is much bigger than any worldly entity. When an alchemist approaches the void, destiny shifts in the darkness. Like magnets, you are drawn to it as it is drawn toward you. Meditation is critical at this time. Just sit and breathe. Surrender to the vastness. There is an electricity between you and the void that is sacred and timeless. From its center, everything is born. This is a center. This Knight of Pentacles is really there, meditating with this pumpkin light. Oh wow, I got this. One pumpkin. It's a good thing. I got this. I'm good to go. Yes. And on the right part, then we have the nettle. It's interesting as well, very interesting card. And which is the number this card started? 21. Action. Yes, this knight is moving very slowly, but here is saying like action. Do you have a fire on the... Yes, this is a fire. So the shadow is having this fire. Almost like a fire under your ass even doing things. There's a shadow. Still, this is a fire-related plant. Okay, we will see. This knight is so slow, doesn't move much. Nettle. Advice pile number 3. Action. Direct action, fierce protector, leadership, strength, power in pursuit of truth, dominance. Mars and Pluto is the planet. Nice, Pluto is here. Should we take the Pluto even more in the center stage here? Now Pluto is mentioned. Okay, let's put this here. Ui. Let's show the Pluto more. Nettle perfectly embodies Mars attributes. When touched, its aggressive leaves cause irritation, stimulation, and increased blood circulation. Nettle is rich in iron, selenium, magnesium, chlorophyll, calcium, silica, and vitamins A, C, E, and K. While nettle is not necessarily a heating plant, it is stimulating. Its sting feels hot and the touch, and yet it helps to modulate inflammation throughout the body. Used to treat pain from arthritis in ancient Egypt, people would whack themselves with bundles of nettle to treat rheumatism, lethargy, and cholera. It's thought that nettles cause the body to release an antihistamine response that reduces inflammation and swelling, alleviating pain related to rheumatism and arthritis. The famous ancient Greek physician Hippocrates used nettles in over 60 different remedies. Throughout the Middle Age, nettles were used to treat shingles, sinus ailments, and constipation. In Norse myth, nettles are associated with Thor, the god of thunder, and with Loki, the trickster god, whose magical fishing net was made from nettles. Let's see. Guidance Warrior Mars is a representation of our will to survive, protect, pursue, and act. Physically, the elemental fire within the nettle activates to purify and strengthen. Emotionally and mentally, it directs ambition, sharpens intellect, and ignites leadership. On a spiritual level, nettle has the power of snake medicine, granting us the power of fire to transmute. Nettle medicine teaches you on a personal level to be strong, protective, and able to handle life in its complexity. You meet difficulties with patience and confidence. This is really what this knight is doing here. So you meet difficulties with patience and confidence. This allows for emotional maturity and avoids frustration. Don't withdraw your energy in the face of discomfort. If you have drawn this card today, there is a need within you to transmute some action, thought, or desire. Release the outer skin of your present identity and draw upon the powers of fire to lead and act. Okay. Yeah, this was Pluto was here, this symbol. It's a Pluto symbol. And Mars. So these are for you. Mars, of course, was also in retrograde. I wonder if it's still causing maybe some inactivity. This I didn't remember to check, but I know during this time the Mercury and the Mars has been in retrograde. So maybe the Mars is still in retrograde. Might need a little bit nettle to get this out of this situation. Yeah, I know walking on the nettle is very healthy. It's good for your feet. It doesn't burn long. It's very good for the circulation. Anyway, what other advice? Of course, we have still going a lot. We already have Void, and we have still the Wolf. Pile number 3. Who is still patiently waiting here? This is... Oh no, I took wrong card. This. Wolf. This is a shadow now, deeper self. Deep diving to Pluto world more. If we already didn't have it, a nettle, now it is intuition, silent observation, shadows. Wolves are nocturnal creatures moving steadily through the night as they hunt and resting throughout the day. Except when calling their pack to alert them of a successful kill, wolves are largely silent, watching and waiting for the perfect moment to make their move. A deep knowing through practiced observation and stillness enables their survival. The appearance of the wolf in a reading is first and foremost a call to step into your intuition. You are amid something that isn't as it seems, and it is through listening to that intuitive knowing that the truth will make itself known. This is a moment to pause, watch, and wait. Hold your cards close to your chest and take note of all that is revealed to you through the silent observation. You will know when the time is right to make your move, but it's important not to act until then. Remember that time reveals all. Really, this mentality of this steady night, holding the pumpkin and being almost like a crystal ball here, like a wolf, ready to step on the right path. You are on the right path, but going very slowly. Okay. That is now, and here it was like a sign of the. I used the marker, this one. Okay, let's put it. Anyway, which is very aligned with this kind of fiery nettle. Maybe I should keep it here. Anyway, what else I can say to you, pile number 3? I think this was your reading, and now I look if there is anybody here. Anybody here still? Maybe for the people who are possible my fans and who are interested to know what I was drawing lately, because all these horoscope readings made me inspired to draw some more. So I made this all 12 star sign extensive reading, and I end up creating at least like 4 new cards. What is a success for me, because it is not always easy to be so decisive, to know, like, I have certain card concept ready, but not all 78, so it is a process for this particular invisible deck. So, okay, wait, I'm gonna clean this table. Is anybody now Allyourfav, for example? Will I get my soulmate for marriage in January 2025? Kind of like very short tempered timeline. Like, do you really think like it is so fast to find your soulmate? Like a soulmate. Like, my experience is like take a little bit longer, like, to get somebody. I mean, yes, you could align your energies and it's possible, yes, but actually marrying them like that, maybe you have to know them a little bit more. Anyway, I'm gonna show you now something about cards I created lately, inspired by my... So in what reading was it? I think Cancer reading. This hangman showed up as something that we didn't know. Now we know. It's nothing is lost, everything is transformed. And then the other card I draw was Strength card. It's also related to never-ending story. Every real story is a never-ending story, and this is kind of messy drawing, but there is this gingerbread as well driving this luck dragon here. If I make this in the computer, it can come nice, but this is all handmade cards. And then I made, also during these horoscope readings, I made this Kurt Cobain card. I'd rather be hated for who I am than love who I'm not. Kurt Cobain. And I made also a lock lady card. My lock has something to tell you, the lock lady. I don't know, was this all? Maybe these were the cards I made lately. I don't... Let me see, did I make more? I think that was it, the 4 cards. Yeah, I think that was it. So these came now in this last days. We have 4 cards more. Now I have 50 cards. 78, so still 28 cards to go. Then my deck is ready. I'm excited about this. Okay, anybody wanting to ask a question? Pluto is here waiting. Maybe I will make you a short reading if you are here or not. Allyourfav, I'm gonna pull you a crystal, just very short. Will I get my soulmate for marriage in January? Sacral chakra. Okay, there's sexual energy here. This is, of course, you have goal to have the Empress and Emperor moment. Just remember, this sacral chakra is this ability to have a pleasure in your life, sexuality, all this like enjoying creativity. But the archetype going bad is people pleaser and then like becoming a martyr. So this is here. I'm gonna give you just this kind of love card. I think that is more suitable to this kind of ask question. So Allyourfav. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. So you should be able to speak the language of love, and then you are having ability to possibly manifest this. Let's see what else we should see. This deck is connected to, where is this deck? Let's see. Erotic Fantasy Tarot. Let's have here. Ah yes, Girl of Wake. I think I take your question still. I love to be here for the Christmas, you know. I have not my son now, I have time, but this is still for all your fav. This is what's coming. Interestingly, I should not show this so. 6 of Pentacles, being generous. Interesting, this is really like a little bit like a bossing others a little bit, but usually this is a good giving energy, like a balance giving. Anyway, remember, like, choices you make you. This, you don't have to be fast marriage, I would say. This is like a priorities. What is in this relationship, like a, is the marriage really? Wouldn't be like maybe it's the family then that is so important. But anyway, this card came to you. I'm gonna read this. Let's see what this text says, because it can say something. Soon reading other question I see here. So this is benevolence, the granting of a favor, eros, grant yourself and obtain pleasure from the gratitude and achievement of others, indulge the needs of others without ever belittling yourself. Okay, maybe I leave this reading here because I don't see the person here. This was for you. You have to be able to speak the language of love, and then this even marriage is possible. Here is a dragon, and we are currently having a dragon year. And as the dragon year is ending in January, I think really the loving words is really the key to any kind of success in the relationship. 2 persons are here beautifully, but dragon year, of course, wood dragon year was really fiery energy, and people can say like a bad stuff and you know, kind of hold your horses in the sense like silence. In the dragon year always was this wisdom. Silence is gold, and like, yeah, silence is gold, speaking is silver. So then speak the language of love. If you speak something like attract the love, speak the language of love. Okay, so let's see what Jessica said. I'm happy to see a person who is very devoted to my channel. It's always here. Okay, I'm single here in Texas. Any new long-term relationship, is it long-term, coming in for me in 2025? When and his sign? Yes, any long-time love. Let's see. Jessica, like, I'm gonna, if you didn't hear, I'm gonna make my year predictions soon. So of course Aries is the first sign. Maybe I can make fair and publish the, when I decide which day I start, because now I made so many sign reading for the full moon that I have to always rest a little bit. Like, I cannot be like always doing reading. I mean, I need my energy too. So I have to see, but it's definitely before New Year I start doing this whole year predictions for sign. This could be interesting for you because I'm focusing on love, of course. So now, Jessica, love. Interesting. The crystal from Romania. This very nice, because this will give you my own deck. This beautiful, very magical crystal. I have to pick a different deck, some creative deck usually. Look, this crystal attracting the love. Maybe you should get to yourself, just a tip, Labradorite. This is a Labradorite from Romania, but this is also kind of Labradorite from Finland. It's just called Spectrolite, and it's a very powerful crystal, and I use it in my reading. And maybe this might be really good love crystal for you, just to hold next to you. Just my take now fast. So let's start building this table. So long term, we're gonna take my deck here. Not everything is designed, of course, so it can be kind of mysterious. But kind of when I do use this, I'm setting goal and to draw that card later if it comes up like empty. So before I take this, maybe I put this space a little bit with these love cards. Ui, thing is dropping immediately here. What is this? Ui, oh my god. This light went off. Ui. Community. Okay. So this flight from my emotional landscape. So the love is in the community. I think sometime I said it to you before. It was something about some teacher or some people busy with kids or something. I saw those cards sometime. I connected this is somewhere in the community now. Like we have to be tuned into this kind of community around you. Texas. What else are you gonna get? I'm not gonna get more a lot. What is this? Writing a book. Interesting. Coming off like long term 2025. Could it be related to some groups? You know, it could be in a group, book writing group, you know. Then and long, oh my god, writing a book is a long-term commitment. Like if you would be hanging out with people who are able to write a book, that would be a committed person. That would be like thinking about qualities in people who are able to commit. If somebody is able to like write a book, that is indeed somebody who can commit. I'm working substitute teaching jobs here in Texas. So I was kind of going right, but community maybe is there. Writing book, whatever it means for you. Okay, I got one more here. Jessica is empathic. This person or something related to be empathic. Nice. Then it's a good thing to have an empathic partner, of course. It's like mature. Then before we go to this, what else? What else I take? Maybe I take immediately for you to see this kind of love card. Because you want to really ask this. Long term coming. Is it when any sign? The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Interesting. It's almost like saying like the angels see there is much more going on that you can see. It's a kind of positive. Maybe I read this in the end. And let's see what else I can give this very love related. Maybe from this box. This box we didn't use now. Like a lock lady box. I was like having this lock lady moment. Aries reading, even now I had like started to get inspired of this lock lady story, so I was having this even some signs that I listened at the lock lady. You could always listen from Twin Peaks. It's kind of wisdom, very psychic kind of person in Twin Peaks. Okay, where I can put this box? Where it is? It's like here. Okay. First card just drop here. Take me to paradise and nothing can tear us apart. Sounds good. Jessica's person. We wanna know a little bit more into it. Oh my god. Oh my god, super duper pineapple. Then we have here, you are enough. Wow, it's very like empathic. If I put here like, or like it's a beautiful thing, like you are enough. Like that person would be this kind of very loving, like you are enough for me. Like you are like, not like you need to change for them or something. Any else? Six of Cups. Innocence is not lost anymore. Adam and Eve, I got you, baby. This is Eden, you are my soulmate. I remember heaven. He was already taking me to paradise. So there's really, I think this kind of like enjoying life comes up. Of course, the pineapple is really, let's say, it's a nice fruit to eat together in a date. Anyway, let's leave it to this, not too long. Now we look this cards. I want to know, like with my cards, what is gonna be this person's sign, possibly, and long term. Anyway, Adam and Eve is very long term in the sense like they just had to leave the Eden, and Eve ate the apple, but like you are eating the pineapple. Like interesting, like the story of eating a fruit. Maybe there is a community eating fruit session. I know in the school, in my child's school, there is like a fruit days. Could it be meaningful? Strange. Okay, Jessica, I try to really focus here now. Long-term love. Such as 3 cards, no spread. You want to see into Jessica's possible love hiding in plain sight, possible, because there's more heart of the mother. Is like there is more happening that meets the eye. See on the other side, there's High Priestess. Indeed, same message, kind of like the veil can be lifted, that there is some kind of hidden mystery. The High Priestess is, of course, this kind of teacher person too, reading books. So the writing a book was here. Very like there would be this fairy tale in this one deck. Is all time like this Turkish story. What is it? I wanna say that I think about it. It's really with the books. Let me show this. Connect to you somehow this now. If I connect something, I take it, because I'm like, it can be meaningful. It's like my first hint about this. Is this, where is it? Where is my High Priestess? Here. So here it would look like this with the book. This was like writing a book here. And something about this, you maybe being this kind of person, because you are having this teaching thing. Yeah, this is, of course, let's see what signs come. This is a water sign. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So let's see if the signs match up. But I was thinking this is maybe yourself as a woman, because it's like a deep guiding person. I mean, it could be even me in your life, like I'm giving this tarot reading. But anyway, let's see. This is like a Shere, the High Priestess, the keeper of vast knowledge, with a story for every situation. Shere asked the listener to focus on what their subconscious tell them, encouraging them to form their own conclusions. Her power is vast yet subtle, her answers always mysterious. So, I mean, this is kind of classic type of tarot reader, but it's first coming here. Could it be even me giving you this now, this guidance, and it's showing here? But let's see. Now, big cards. It's going like a backward from High Priestess to Magician. So this is interesting. Magician is, of course, Gemini card, or ruling planet of Virgo is even Mercury, like in Gemini. But this card is everyone is psychic. So this kind of couple would be this interesting, like a, because I see this more like a masculine card, like taking action. Magician and the High Priestess. Wow. Very interesting. This is like the Ouroboros eating the tail. And yes, it's going like backwards now. Then we have here in the middle. Okay, you left paw print on my heart. Knight of Cup and the dog. There is this paw prints. This is like a romantic night coming for you. Of course, water sign again. Cancer, Pisces and Scorpio again on the table. Okay. And then, again, water. Our heart is our true compass. And this is the romantic inner child healing page. So, there was already this kind of like a nostalgia for like a 6 of cups here on top of it. Cup energy as well. Like a 3 cups here. But interesting is the couple energy repeat. High priestess and a wolf and white wolf, like a wise wolf, and like this would be a beautiful, like a lonely wolf even, but wise and good wolf. And then we have a dog, golden retriever, and a cat. But then the cat is looking to the cold fish. It's almost like this kind of triangle. Like, look, the cat has passed. This is which one is which? Wait. Yes, I think this is the order. This is the page and this is a knight. And then here it came this way. So it's almost like the cat has passed the dog, left the paw prints here, and then goes to talk to this fish. It really would say that the person might be Pisces. And black cat is connected totally to this kind of like a high priestess. I would say very much like a mystical. This pointing out that this person could be Pisces. Just seeing this like that. It's interesting, almost like there is around you, if you are the cat, golden dog and golden fish. But of course, dogs are often like a very like a loyal. While it's like a snack, this fish. And Pisces rising. Anyway, you have to take how it's resonant, but it's interesting that this gold is like both sides of this now, and the cat has passed to this, and there is this kind of love message, that this is also love message. You're getting there, Jessica. Are you excited? Okay, then 7 of Cups, dreaming of all kinds of things. Choices you make makes you. So it's really about choice then. And then Yin to my yang, you are my soulmate again. This card was already here, top of this cat. Looks like this is the choice. This fish. Whatever it is, this cat and the fish story. But interesting. Because yes, I had a page marker, this one card here going around. Wait. Queen of Wands, I don't know if you have a cat, has the cat, and it's the related to Aries, is fire sign. Aries, Sagittarius is the Pisces. So I could just say, like, as these cards are lying here, and writing a book when there is on the hand this love, and then on top of it is this writing a book. There is some love messages, really is important part of this relationship somehow. The soulmate was here again. And again, this thing repeats. They are going in the opposite direction. Like, look, this goes from 2 to 1. This goes from knight to page. This goes from 7 to 6. It's going backward. It's going to the back to something. Like a soulmate would be often in the 6 of Cups, like some youth in the past, in the back. Is there some person you already know? You're going back to somebody you already know. It's possible that you met this person already. It's always going back. I don't know. It's just pattern I see here. And fruit here is like apple. Here is a pineapple, but this would be like a couple. High priestess and magician, and this would be then the Gemini card or Virgo, and this would be the Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Kind of. Hmm. Okay, let's see what more we can see. What could I take for you? I think I just read this. I've been here busy so long that I think I have to really like be able to some point say like it's enough, but this can be your advice. 22. The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. So, Jessica said, oh God, I hope not old love. I left them in the past, not looking back. Yeah, it's not always the healthiest to have. I have this kind of mental. Maybe you can verify still this card a little bit, but it's just interesting this how these cards come. Very much feelings cards, very much cup cards. Very much this water card. Water all over here. A little bit air here, but otherwise water. So it's really like star sign has to be water sign. There has to be something with the water sign. It's being in the feelings totally. Water all. You are enough. Empathic, very water style. Here. Take a moment to get to the genuine issues in the situation. The truth of what is going on lies at the very heart of the situation. Be honest and willing to do whatever is necessary to take care of this. Whether you see your current scenario as positive or negative, it is happening for a reason. Awareness and understanding will help you see beyond your current circumstances. It may feel difficult at first, but with time, you may feel differently and understand why things unfolded as they did. Even if you are in emotional upheaval, there is an outcome that will bring love and blessings. A beautiful angel watches over a sleeping child while myriad dreams fill her slumber. Sometimes it feels like you are surrounded by far more than you can comprehend. This card is showing you there is a higher power working on your behalf. You are watched over and loved. A situation will be resolved with time. Okay. And right, I'm not going back to old reviews. I met a man from a school here in Texas, Chris, but he is in a relationship. Yeah, you have to like what I learned in my long life is like look the values. Values is really important, so important. You share the same values. It really can show in all kind of ways what the values are. If it's not able to talk about it, you can see in the actions, in choices, whatever the values. So it can really it's like you have to have same values, like what top values. You could talk about it. What are your 10 top values? What is your heart brand? This heart is so available here. Like this is even it's a beautiful shiny third eye chakra, like a special one. It's like see yourself as like a very valuable person. You are like having beautiful high priestess and magician card here. Could be all about you, but could be even the person is like 1 and 2 is here. 2 and 1. 2 becomes 1 also. And forever. Like it can be beautiful, this. They are also, yeah, there is really this pattern here. Always sequent. They're always like next to each other. There's like, they are the cards next to each other. They are the cards next to each other. They are the card next to each other. They are just going always from back, from higher to back. So it's if you are standing in a queue in the school or something, look who is next to you and who is back at you. Always look who is back at you. Yeah, correct values are important, very important. Yeah, this, but look who is like next to you or sitting back at you, because this is like that. It's always next to you, but it's like maybe you wouldn't expect them to be that person because they're back at you or something. You have turned your back to them or something. Because you are a step ahead and they're coming back. You're one step ahead always. Yes, that's it. Interesting. This is one step ahead always. But they see you as a soulmate. You already know that choices you make makes you. While they say our heart is our true compass, you left paw print on my heart. Like while they are like everybody's psychic or like really likes action, see you on the other side. It's like you are always like one step ahead. Even with this reading, maybe like I'm giving you heads up, like you know more than they would know, kind of interesting. Let's verify still a little bit. And this card was mentioned kind of here because I really connected this with this. I think is something due to be this Queen of Wands is here too. This is really a card, and cat is usually that. Now let's verify. Let's verify with interesting erotic fantasy deck. Let's have this one for Jessica. There's bottom of the deck, even the bride getting married. So not so bad. And that's also Pisces. It's like a Delphine card here. Yeah, I'm getting interesting. I'm happy to get kind of these ideas during a reading. I'm just trying to channel the best I can. What is here? Ah, the fire energy is here. Guess what she's holding here? She's holding. It's almost like a fireworks here because the New Year. She's holding the wand. And this is the new beginning of passion. Look what kind of things. You are like a fire starter, yeah. Yeah, and in the bottom, I don't know what happened to the deck. Did it already disappear? Yeah, it disappeared. Now it's bottom of the deck, this angel blowing a horn. But yeah, the first thing was that. Now let's read. This is verifying this new beginning. Maybe the new year really can be fireworks, like somehow, like things are happening, starting to happen. But look who is behind you, kind of, or following you. And unexpected solutions, victory born from disaster, desire can break and recreate ties and situations. Action, do not fear extreme, creative and risky solutions. Nurture optimism and energy. And that's actually really this Queen of Wands energy is a bit like a risk-taking but positive queen. So because as I see this cat really here in the center with this thing repeating, I think you have to be like optimistic about whatever you desire, you can get it. You can be this power couple of like a high priestess and magician. Or it's about yourself being really this active action taker. One step ahead. The wands are here, yes. Your fire energy. Maybe I take one more this kind of sign. Let's get it mystical, like this can be planet. What kind of advice we get for you, because you wanted to know really like a sign or something. What is happening? House is coming. 8th house. What is this? Is this Sagittarius? Spiritual, personal power, mental, the mysteries of life, physical, a major change. No, 8. Virgo is 6, I think. So then it's Scorpio, I think. 8th house, a major change. Very aligned with these mysteries of life. High priestess, personal power, major change. New life, new beginning. New beginning. Yeah, this Ace of Wands can be, just look this one text here showing this kind of short meanings. Freedom from restraints even. I think you being you, positive, this is always the positive queen to be noticed. This is like a sexy kind of queen, really risky taking even, but passionate like Aries. You are noticed, supposed to be noticed, I think. That's it. You are like a trendsetter, let's say, a little bit here. So don't be afraid to be that way. It can attract the one who is meant for you. And you have to take action to attract that to you. Something like this, because you are one step ahead. They come following you. That's what it is. And then you are enough, because you are really like showing like power, being yourself here also. Yes, so I hope this helped. I would say there might be really coming or this air sign or the cup. This is totally like a water sign. So much water on the table, all the outpouring feelings. And then the Scorpio card is here. 2, 8th house. I think it's 8th house is Scorpio. Could I get any other sign for you? I think I should finish this reading here. Okay, one more. I give you this kind of mystery Lenormand card. One more, Jessica, what they want to show you. Ooh, interesting. Journey into this and journal about this, because here we have a seahorse. We have almost like a nun kind of person crossing a bridge, really like a high priestess stuff. Wow. I think you are crossing some bridge. You are indeed going to some kind of interesting places. You have go to this Texas, or this is like a whole journey. Yes. So maybe you could take a screenshot of this and just like a journey about this. But this is, number is 22 again. Where we had the 22, yes. We had a here. Also 22. This is Libra here as a sign. Of course, air sign can be even Libra. So it's often like a magician is very air qualities. So air and water sign, those came through. This. I have a bridge like that in my neighborhood, yes. Okay. so who, maybe the lover is this kind of seahorse type. Look. Or sea dragon. What is this? That's how, and there is a blue bird here, romantically flying to sing you a song. Texas, does it look like this, the mountains? Yeah, have a walk. Maybe this is really to journal about this. This looks like a high priestess, this kind of person, really holy woman. Nice. I hope you like this reading. I was like this, and then writing a book. Maybe you have to write a book even. It's a good marketing tool, for sure. That's what I should do also, if I would have patience to write a book. No mountains here, but maybe in somewhere there is in that area, no? Okay. So I'm glad if I could give you this already, a little like a preview, and then welcome to come to this kind of readings that I always give live, also the yearly predictions. So I will be doing the Aries first, but always when I do your Aries reading, that is always first of those readings. So I take my time to design like how do I do this, and the Aries have to be always like a kind of test rabbit because it's the first sign. So I'm always often going to walk indeed like this before Aries reading, because I really have to like get the whole thing together. Yes, welcome. And now, thank you. This was long reading, but I hope people liked it. Okay, bye.